I would just say we're clicking on all cylinders. It's a team game, so obviously I have some individual accolades, but as a team, we're playing really well, and we really had that next man up mentality. We were out Vasa for a couple of games. We've been without Brian Dunstan for a while now, so everybody's had to step up and put their input on their games in different ways, and every single game somebody else has stepped up and gave us big minutes. So I'm just trying to stay consistent, trying to be there for my team, and just trying to win games. I mean, yeah, it was definitely special. You try not to think about it. You try not to, follow too much what people are saying over social media and stuff like that. But today's day and age, everything is on the internet, and everybody can say whatever they want whenever they want. So, to be able to accomplish something like that, and to be able to get the respect that I've been getting over the last month was very special. And, it's just motivating me more and more to go out there and try to continue to do things and try to continue to have a special season here in Memphis. My body feels good. I feel like I'm in rhythm whenever I step on the court. Shooting the ball well. My teammates are putting me in position to be successful, setting me good screens, and, finding me in the open court. So, I can't do any of this without my teammates and without the coaches putting me in position. So all credit goes to them, and I just hope that we can continue to do what we're doing and, ride this thing for a long time. We just kind of went in there and were ourselves. A lot of teams try to make adjustments and try to make special game plans on how to beat them because they have so many great players. But we believe we're just as good of a team, have just as much talent as they do. So we just kind of went in there and just said, all right, we're going to go in there, do what we do. They're going to do what they do. And at the end of the day, if we play hard and we give all our effort and, they beat us, and that's what happens. But at the end of the day, if we go out there and give everything we have and we win the game, then we'll feel much better about it. So we just went out there and fought, and it was an up and down game in both arenas. But, when you stick together and you have the chemistry and you have that trust in each other that we've been building over the last 2 seasons now, we can really pull out games at the end of the game. So those are big momentum wins for us and proved how good of a team we are. And now we just got to continue to try to do that. I bounced around a lot in my career thus far. Played in 7 different teams, I think 6 different teams now in 7 years. And this is the first time I've ever played on the same team for 2 seasons in a row. So I think from the end of the season last year, from around maybe March until the end, I really took a step in my development. And the coaches really allowed me to be who I truly am. And, I think that was the reason why I came back here and wanted to give it another go here in Ephes. And I think that's what you're seeing now. I'm just more comfortable with the responsibility of being that guy, being the one that has, huge responsibility going into every game. And if I do well, great. And if I lose, you can blame the loss on me. So, I'm very comfortable with that. And my teammates believe in me and they trust me, and they are always behind me regardless if I'm doing well or bad. So it just makes it easy to go out there when everybody believes in you and play your game. And I work hard, and I believe in what I do off the court, what I do in practices. So I just go out there and I play my hardest, and at the end of the day, if I do that, whatever happens, happens. That goes out to my teammates looking for me in certain positions. I tell them, whenever we're playing against a team that's playing a trapping defense, or they're trying to double team me all over the court, I try to get it, I try to get an early outlet pass and beat the defense down the floor. I try to get a low pick and roll where it's harder to trap, or I try to get a high screen at half court so that I'm going downhill against the big man. So, I just tried different things, and my teammates and my coaches have now adapted to that as well. So they know, if a team has a specific game plan to try to take me out of the game in the half court, than just to try to play more randomized basketball and put them in, unfamiliar situation. And then I believe my talent comes through in those situations because the game plan isn't necessarily there anymore. It's kind of just try to stop them, and they're just doing something random. So we don't have a specific game plan for that. So I think with being comfortable with each other and knowing each other's games and each other's skill sets, we've been able to grow in that area of our game. And now when we're not necessarily as successful in the half court, we can play that randomized style of basketball and still be successful. And I think that's something that, has really helped us and be more successful this season. I mean, I think we could be really good, when everybody gets into full form. Obviously, Adrian had a all EuroLeague type season last year, although he didn't make the team. He had a great season last year. Obviously, Bryant has been a workhorse for the last, 7, 8 seasons. He's been amazing, great defensive player. And, getting Vasa back now after his, month absence is great for us because of what he brings to our team. So, I mean, I think we're only scratching the surface. And, obviously those guys have to come back and get acclimated into their roles and get comfortable again with everything that we're doing. But, when you add 3 more players like that have amazing talent and can bring a lot of different aspects to your team, I think it just makes us all the more dangerous. And, we're playing really well right now, and everybody's, you see the polls and you see the midseason GM things and you see the stuff EuroLeague puts on and who do you guys think is going to the Final Four and all these things. And I think, a lot of the people are voting for us in these instances. But to be honest with you, I don't think we're anywhere close to how good we can be. So, we still have 12 games left, 12 weeks or 10, 11 weeks with the double weeks coming up. So we have time. But I don't think we're anywhere near what we're going to be when it comes around the playoff time. So I think we have a long way to go, but really happy with how things are going so far. Well, I played against him in his final season. And, that was just an unbelievable experience growing up watching this guy win championship after championship and kind of be just like the Michael Jordan of my era, kind of, sort of. When I was growing up, I saw him win 5 championships. So, to be able to play against somebody like that was, an amazing experience. And the lessons that he taught all people, not just basketball people, just like how to always strive to be your best and how to never settle and never be complacent in being where you are. Those were like lessons that you can take for, any aspect of your life. And to see the way that would happen, so suddenly, so randomly, is just a really, really a tragedy. And you're placed in a position in this basketball career, in this world, in this league where people look up to you. And, a lot of people, have joy in being able to spend time with you or around you. So to be able to go and hang out with those kids and spend some time with them and just see the joy on their faces helps bring you out of that negative space, out of that negative area that you may have been in because of, that tragic passing. So it was definitely good to see the smile on their faces, to have them cheering Efes and just to be in that energy. And it definitely helped me, move past that moment because, that's something that you never want to have to go through. But that moment definitely was a big moment for me. And I was grateful that, those children were able to, lift my spirits just as much as I was able to lift theirs.